Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for a big one in the Northeastern Conference boys soccer. English trying to stay undefeated. They're 7-0-1. They've won 7 in a row. Obviously undefeated 8 in a row, but 7 in a row they won. They tied Lynn Tech in the Lynn City tournament. They actually lost the game, but it's considered a tie for state tournament purposes because they went into a shootout, and the MIA does not notice or accept ties. They only, prior to the state tournament, they only count the 80-minute games. So a tie is a tie. So English got a point. And they're undefeated, 7-0-1. Peabody coming back 4-2. They won a couple. I think their last couple. Stan McKean, a good friend of mine, is the coach of Peabody. Kerry King, another good friend of mine, is the coach of Lynn English. English in their normal maroon. Peabody in white with their powder blue numbers. Jack Mancanello in net for the Bulldogs. Dominic Cunha in net for Peabody. English undefeated in conference, obviously, along with Beverly undefeated. Beverly having an outstanding year. Peabody trying to knock it deep. They had a man breaking, and luckily English got a piece of that pass. They knock it back, and they let Cunha kick it away. Blocked by Peabody and picked off, coming back the other way. He breaks it up, Peabody gets it back. Blocked again. Boswell blocked it. Boswell broke up that long pass, breaks it up again, and gets it away. And English will knock it deep. They get a man breaking, and they're going to call him offside. So Peabody will get the free kick from out around the 30-yard line. They had a great long pass, looked like English was going to break in alone, and he was offside. Headed away by Lima. And they knock it deep. Peabody didn't let it go by. If English is breaking. If that goes by, they're going to have a breakaway. English takes it away. Lazo with a rush down the near side. They have numbers for the moment. Now they even it up. It goes across. English walking in. And they knock it home. Jalen Coriolan. Outstanding effort. Lazo carried it up. The pass went across. It got blocked by Peabody. They bounced a couple of times. Coriolan got away. Couldn't get control of it. At first it was bouncing around. Then he finally got control of it, walked in, and just banged it home. It didn't take English long to get on the board. Jalen Coriolan gives English a 1-0 lead. They were close a couple of times, just missed being offside. And then all of a sudden, Lazo carrying it down. They had 3-on-2 for a minute. Peabody caught up, made it 3-on-3. And it wound up with Coriolan to the far side. He got the pass. Finally was able to get control of it. As he kicked it back to Cunha. And when he got a hold of it, he was right there on the doorstep. And he was able to bang it home. Knocked away. Cunha just came out and got a piece of it. Just broke it up. English that close to making it 2-0. Cunha just came out and got a piece of that and just knocked it away. And Lima was going to walk in alone and probably make it 2-0. So a big time save. Boswell tracking it down. Picked off. Boswell gets it back and knocks it deep. Peabody got it off the knee and it goes out of play. And Eagles will put it in play. Lima. And we got an English player got crunched. He went up to get the ball, headed in play, and got hit from behind and got knocked down. And the coach and the trainer are going to come across to check him out. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Peabody comes away with it. Off the foot of Espinoza. He was trying to get a couple of heads on it. Lazo finally winds up with it. His pass picked off. Peabody takes it back the other way, broken up nicely by Impudia. And then English knocks it upfield. Can they get there and keep it in? No, they can't. Too far. Goes out of play. English gets a foot on it. Peabody takes it away. English putting a lot of pressure on Peabody. They can't get it out of their own end. And it gets knocked out, and they're calling it off English. Quick throw in down deep. And it's going to get knocked out. I think Peabody knocked it out. The official has to replace the flag there in the corner. It got run over. English with the throw in. We'll get a substitution first. They drop it in. English boots it away and they knock it into the Peabody bench area. And Peabody will get the throw in. And that's almost like a free kick. That's a long throw in. You can't do any better with a free kick. He threw that a mile. And he just went up, got a head on it. I think that was Howard who got a head on the ball. And English was able to field it and get it out of harm's way. Now they're coming down the far side, trying to throw it in front. Peabody got a piece, knocked it down, then knocked it out. English will get the throw in down deep. Peabody got a piece of the shot. The English player got knocked down, and it's going to be a call against Peabody. English will get a free kick from around the 20-yard line from the far side. Leading 1-0 here in the first half. They put a lot of foot into that, drilled it high, wide, over everything, and out of play. Cunha will kick it away. Peabody trying to knock it deep. Boswell is back there, and he'll knock it out of play. Peabody will get the throw in down deep. They did this before, and they threw it almost like a corner kick. This one was like more of a line drive, headed away by English. They knock it deep. It's a foot race. Peabody gets there first. They give it back to Cunha, and he kicks it away. Peabody coming back the other way. Broken up. They try to knock it deep. They get hit. English looking for a break. They knock it ahead, trying to walk in. Just missed the net. They went wide of the net. Great pass. They let it inside. From the left side, he tried to go inside the near post. And he just kicked it wide, and he can't believe it. He's shaking his head. I think that was Lazo. Popped up. Everybody missed the header. They knock it deep. Peabody looking for a break. Manganello comes out. Nice job. Just get there ahead of Peabody. Couldn't catch it and kick it. He just kicked it away one step. Lima to Lazo, and they call Lazo offside. They kick it deep. Peabody trying to center it, and they got a piece, but they sliced it off to the left and out of play. Peabody will make a substitution. Manganello boots it away. Peabody picks it off. Down the near side. They walk around. Out in front, headed away, it goes to the far side. Trying to center it again. It got blocked by English and knocked out. Peabody will get a corner kick there first. And we'll have a substitution first. That's gone.
Okay.
The batting.
Yeah, it's on the lead. I don't want the camera.
English tips it away. Peabody tracks it down. Trying to get it to the net. Manganello with 4 white shirts bearing down on him. Caught it around the 5-yard line. Kind of sliced that one up and away. It's going to go out of play. Califor with the quick throw in. Boswell heads it out. And I'll give it to Balafor again to throw in. Prosalis kept it in for Peabody to get it back. Lima picked it off. He was a step away. If he could have got one more step, he would have got it in perfect spot for a lead pass to Lima, to Lazo. And now they knock it deep. Lazo's out front, cuts it back, walking in, takes the shot and scores. Great play by Lazo. Lima with the great pass upfield. Lazo collected it, got up one-on-one, made a nice little stop, cut back to the middle with a great hard left-footed shot and nailed it inside the near post. And very quickly, English has jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and Peabody calls a timeout to try and get things settled down. 2-0 English with the timeout down the field. Out of the timeout, some of the English fans are still buzzing over that goal by Lazo. He made just a terrific move. He was one-on-one with the defender coming down the near side. The defender had him blocked a little bit. He just stopped, went around the defender, and just hit a rifle shot. I don't think Cunha ever saw it. And that's part of where this team has really been impressive. It's no longer, how do I look? Am I scoring? It's everybody getting involved, everybody having part of it. The lead pass to Lima, gets it up in front with a burst, tips it, and they knock it in again. Lima threw it across. It was going in. They're not gonna give it to him. They called English offside.
That's awful.
Lima made a great. The ball was gonna. If they left it alone, the ball was gonna go in the net. But the English player coming down the far side just made sure it went in with his body. And that's a tough call. Another great play, good passing. And English should be 3-0. Lima made a great rush, got at a tough angle, got the shot. It was going in the far corner. And I didn't get the number of the player coming in from the far side. I would have if they get the goal. And now they call English offside again. But if the player didn't touch the ball, Lima's shot was going in the net. Kerry King is not happy with the offside calls. He's very demonstrative on the sideline with the official. Lima knocks it deep. Lazo gets there, walking in. Actually ran right over Cunha, and Peabody clears it away. Great rush by Lazo. He couldn't cut inside that time because there were two players there. Peabody back on the heels. They haven't come close to Mancanello yet. And English goes down. They're going to call it against Peabody. English will get a free kick. They kick it deep. Lazo collects. Shot blocked. Great effort by Lazo. He was surrounded by two defenders. He still outpowers them. He took it away, and he almost got by. English gets it back. And it gets kicked and knocked out off English. Now they're calling it off Peabody, and English is going to get a corner kick. Everybody was moving downfield like call was the other way. And Peabody knocks it out again. We'll have a videotape replay, if you will. Same thing, corner kick coming from the near side. Busy night here. Lynn Tech football will be in here after this one. They had originally scheduled 2 games. Deep goes by everybody. English hustling. Out. And they're saying Peabody got a piece of it, so English with the quick throw in. Popped up. They were trying to knock it down and line it up. It bounced away. English is going to let it go out of play off Peabody. Tech football game was supposed to be tomorrow night, and it was supposed to be English and classical boys both playing here this afternoon. Trying to tip it ahead. It bounced up and got Lima on the hand. So Prosalis kicks it away. Boswan knocks it back the other way. Peabody heads it back. Boswan knocks it back again. Bodies go down, and they're calling it on Lazo. Peabody will get the free kick. Lazo doesn't agree. They boot it deep. Boswell got a head on it. Peabody trying to collect. Couldn't get the shot off. And Peabody was offside. They knock it deep. Prosalis got there before Lima could. They knock it up. Lazo collecting. Trying to get the pass across. Peabody picked it off. Prosalis knocks it deep. And I think he knocked it too deep. It's going to go out of play. Tipped ahead. Impudia knocks it deep. And I think they called English offside again. Wouldn't have made any difference because Cunha come out of the net, fielded it. They tip it back to Lima, trying to walk in close. Tried to send it across, and Cunha made a great save. He tried to send it out in front, and Cunha just smothered the pass and blocked it. Big time play by the goaltender. They knock it deep. Manganello comes out and gets it before anybody can get there. He throws it upfield. Cabral making his presence felt. He covered them close up there, and he forced them to kick it out of play, and English gets the throw in. Peabody trying to knock it deep. Boswell there again, gets a foot on it. Playing well back there in that center field spot on defense. Peabody will make substitutions, and then we'll have the throw in. We mentioned Tech playing football here after this one. The only Lynn team home. English is at Salem. St. Mary's is at Spelman. And classical is at Revere. So classical in English, they don't have to travel too far, but they're away from home. Revere and Salem, right down the street. Peabody will get a free kick. Just outside the 25-yard line. Dalifo will take the kick as everybody lines up. English sets up their picket fence. They pop it. English got a head on it. And it went out of play, and Peavy's going to get a corner kick. Well, a sub for each team. English got two pretty goals. They had a third that was taken away on a tough call. They had a player breaking down the far side. The official called offside, and they didn't need him because he did knock. They knocked it from the far corner into the net from a very tough angle. Peabody drilled it, and it went inside the near post over the head of Mancanello. In the middle of the field right now, just about to touch the ball. Thank you. He's coming like almost right at us. Okay, keep that here. Okay. Thank you. Trying to figure out who got that goal. Nicholas Sablone, or Sabloni. That cuts it to 2-1. That's a little bit of impetus for Peabody. That they didn't take the corner kick. They tipped it ahead, gave it back to Sablone, and he just rifled a shot and from a very tough angle. It was a line drive, went by everybody. It looked like it was going to go clear across field and come to the near side from the far side. And all of a sudden, it just went right inside the near post on this side, under the top crossbar, and was in the back of the net for a tough shot, but a big-time goal. Peabody on offense wasn't doing anything. Didn't have any shots, and all of a sudden, bang, it's a 2-1 game. English a little bit frustrated with all the offsides called, especially one that took a goal away. Trying to come down the near side. They got the shot. It went wide left. Boswell was chasing him. I think that was Delafour who rifled the shot. And it just went up. It hit part of the post that was out of play. Mancanello will kick it away. Line drives it. Peabody heads it back. Broken up. They tip it ahead, deep, foot race. They tip it back to Cunha and he'll kick it away. Getting there is Zolo. He knocked it away. It didn't go out. English looking for a tip. Peabody slides and knocks it into the English bench area. English will get the throw in just about in front of their own bench. Now it goes out of play in front of the English bench. And Zolo knocks it into the Peabody bench. Yeah, we're going to get a whistle for contact against English. Peabody's going to get a free kick from down close. Scoring opportunity right about the 10-yard line, out of bounds on the far side. A little bit of an angle, but they got it. Can't be a little better than the angle that they scored on. They drive it to the net. Manganello goes up, picks it up in the air, and throws it upfield. And a nice throw to Lima. Cutting it through, he knocks it ahead. And Cunha just came out and buried it before they could get to it. Lima with the good idea. Nice little pass. It was just about a foot too far. He was looking for Cabral. And it was just about a foot too far ahead of him. Cunha was able to come out, grab it, and kick it away. And now Peabody will get another free kick from outside the 30-yard line, almost straight away. They pop it up, and a couple of white shirts trying to get a head on it. Missed it, out of play. Headed back by Peabody. The English knocking it deep. We got a foot race again. Cunha gets there first. A couple of steps ahead of Lima. Now they knock it deep. Mancanello will come out of the net and play it. We're down to 10 minutes and counting in this first half. Boswell heads it away. Popped up again. Still popped up. Nobody can get a piece of it. English finally comes away with it. Peabody picks off the pass. They knock it deep. Trying to center it. English blocked it. And English will knock it out of play. Yeah, this is where it's dangerous because they can. This is almost like a corner kick. The way they throw the ball in, this young man can throw it a long way. And this will be almost like a corner kick coming. He'll throw this out in front of the net. Right out in front. Manganello looking for it, missed it. And Manganello got knocked down. I think they called contact against Peabody. But that's a great weapon to be able to throw it that far. Again, it's almost like a corner kick, throwing it right out in front with an opportunity for somebody to get a head on it, or if it bounces, get a foot on it. Manganello kicks it away. Headed back. Boswell went for it, missed it, but Peabody was behind everybody and offside. They knock it deep again, down the near side. Lima with a nice little stop, hitch, takes the shot, it got blocked out in front. Good bid by Lima, mate. Nice little stop. Peabody breaks it up. Boswa tried to tip it up so he could go get it, but he tipped it too far, went out of play. Peabody will make massive changes. The English will make one. Robin Barrios will come in. He'll be playing that center field spot as Boswell moves over to the near side. So both Barrioses, Hendrick and Robin, will be back there on defense as Robin gets a head on it. Headed away. Mancanello comes out of the net, high in the air to pick it off. Upfield, English with a break. They knock it deep, looking for Lima. He gets the shot. Kuna makes the save. All he could do was reach out with his left foot, but it looked like it might be going in the net. Kuna made the save. Lima's been a going concern in this game. He's played well. He got an assist. He's had a couple of opportunities. Peabody knocks it out. English knocking it deep. Cunha will get there first. Pops it high and short off Lazo's head. Peabody collects. Trying to knock it deep. That was a little bit of a bump. They went up like they're going to try and get a head on it. They gave him a little hip check to Adric Barrios. And now the official's talking to the player who gave that little bump. I think that was Kyle Joyce. The only sophomore on the team. They got one sophomore, one freshman. English boots it away. They get a head on it, knock it a little bit deeper. Cunha will have to play it. They were going to let it go, but English is catching up to it. Kept in by English, knocked deep by Peabody. Boswell blocked, gets it back, knocks it away. They knock it deep, looking for Lima breaking. He picks it off and gets around the defense. Out in front, just a little too far for Lazo. About a step and a half too far for Lazo. He couldn't reach it. He would have been able to tip it in. Nice try. Lima again getting involved, along with Lazo. Throwing it in front. English got a foot on it, tipped it up away from the net. Cunha had it, dropped it. He's way out of the net. One hop. Cunha will come out and play it. Bounces backwards. Maybe trying to get it going. And it's going to go out off Peabody. Got around nicely. get it in the middle. They drop it back. The shot just over the net. Nice piece of passing. They set it up very nicely. And they drilled it and just knocked it just over the top crossbar. But English set themselves up nicely for a scoring opportunity. That was Louis Aylman whose shot went up over the crossbar. English breaks it up, but they knock it out. Popped straight up in the air. Peabody got a head on it, knocked it back to the net. Manganello, very active, along with Cunha is as well. He boots this well past midfield. English knocked it down. They got a break. Lima's pass will be blocked. Good idea, trying to get it to the middle. And it gets knocked out by Schuria. Getting around, centering it. Cooney will come out and play it as he dives out. That centering pass by Aylman. Headed away, Boswell is there. Peabody knocked it loose again. Manganello coming out, sliding, picking it off. Two white shirts bearing down on him. Peabody picks it off. English knocks it away. Broken up nicely by Regaldo. Long lead pass. Lazo. He wanted to try and start that left-footed side out to the left and try and hook it back, and it just stayed wide left and went well out of play. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting of this first half. 2-1 English. They led 2-0. Peabody cut into that with a goal from a very tough angle. As I say that, they blow the whistle and the half was over. English had a goal taken away, and they had a couple of questionable offsides. Kerry King was not happy with a couple of the offsides. But at halftime, English 2, Peabody 1. One half of soccer left is about to start the second half. English leading it 2-1. Goals by Coriolan and a pretty goal by Lazo. And Lima would have had a goal. He tipped it over the goalie. It was going in. The English player coming from the far side made sure and tapped, headed it or off his body in. And they took it away, saying that he was offside. And Peabody got an unbelievable goal from Nicholas Sablone from a very tough angle. Almost a line drive, straight line drive from the far side. It looked like it was going to go from one side to the other, a straight line. And all of a sudden, it just caught inside the near post under the crossbar. And very quickly, it was 2-1. And Peabody had themselves back in the game. English had several almost, but they get caught. Not caught, but they got called for offsides, and Kerry King was not happy with a couple of them. It looked like they had a couple of breakaways, and just as they were looking to break, the official blew the whistle and said offside. So even though Peabody's losing 2-1, they got a couple of big breaks in that first half. They had to back up because the pass was behind, and now English picks it off. They knock it deep, and they knock it well out of play. English broke it up, take it away. Trying to knock it deep. They knock it deep, and they knock it too deep. Cunha's going to get there first, and he winds up throwing it upfield. Headed away. Joyce with it. Tips it back. Nice little shift. Still in control. Gets it to Joyce down the near side. Trying to get around the defense, trying to throw it in front, and there's Boswell getting a foot, knocking it out. But Peabody will get a corner kick. Nice rush by Kyle Joyce. Corner kick coming from the near side. Out in front, they got a foot on it, but they deflected away from the net, and now it bounces even further, and it gets booted away by Cabral. English looking for a break, coming down, still with it, still with it. They bang it off the goalie. English still has it. They try to get it to Cabral. It bounced off his foot. Shot going to get blocked by Peabody. English had a couple of opportunities. They saved it, threw it back. Cunha was out of the net. Cabral would have had a wide open net, but it bounced over his foot. And Coriolan tried to knock it home, and it got blocked, and English will get a corner kick coming from the far side. Everybody milling around out front. Hooks in right in the midsection of Cunha, right dead center of the net, and he throws it upfield. English got a head on it, but they knocked it the other way. And now it goes into the English bench area, and the Peabody player went down hard. He's slow getting up, but he got up. We're happy for that. It'll be a free kick. They called the takedown. We got a whistle. They're calling something against the Bulldogs. And they're going to give Peabody a penalty kick. They're calling a bump out in front, and they're going to give Peabody a penalty kick. See the two officials? Get behind the official. He's the one that's going to take the kick. The officials are discussing it now. Mancanello was talking to him. They sent the English player to the bench. They're going to talk to Peabody now. Peabody's going to get a penalty kick with a chance to tie this game up. And they're talking to couple of the captains. They're not talking to the English coaching staff. They're talking to the Peabody coaching staff. Peabody has had the better of it since they took that goal away from English. English had a few offsides that were very close. They had that goal taken away. And now they call the contact out in the box area in front of the net. Sent the English kid to the bench. And Ben Kemp is going to take the penalty kick for Peabody. And there aren't many times that goalies are able to make the save on these, because it's all you can do is guess. Is he going right? Is he going left? If you guess right, you might be able to make a save. And he banged it home, and all of a sudden we're tied. So English go with the first two. Peabody's got the next two. And Mr. Momentum has changed sides from midway or late the first half into this second half. And Mr. Momentum is now wearing blue and white. English has got to do something to take it back. Peabody breaks it up. Tip to the head. Zola will kick it out of play. It looked golden when English had the two goals, especially when they looked like they were making it 3-0, and they were just totally outplaying English. And then all of a sudden that goal was taken away. Peabody got an unbelievable shot from a very tough angle. Trying to knock it deep. Laszlo breaks it up. Cabral had it. Peabody takes it away. Cabral took it away. Bodies go down. And they're calling it against Peabody. Boswell will kick it away. Peabody missed it. Coming down the near side, Coriolan gets around, takes the shot, put it right in the midsection of Cunha. He didn't have a real good angle. He just stopped, fired the shot. Cunha went down and almost on his knees to make sure it didn't go through. Tip pass picked off, and they knock it deep. And they call Peabody offside. How quickly things change. From 2-0, controlling, actually dominating, should have been 3-0. To all of a sudden here in the second half, it's 2-2. And Peabody gets a big lift. Trying to keep it. It was Coriolan, but it went out. Pianzini with the throw-in. Actually, it was Morphus with the throw-in. Popped up. Peabody's offside. They were pointing to an English player that was still further downfield, but he wasn't when the pass was made. He was when the Peabody player turned around. Cabral trying to knock it deep, blocked and smothered by Peabody. They're trying to knock it deep. Joyce trying to get there. Couldn't keep it in. One very difficult angled shot for a goal and a penalty kick have tied it up for Peabody. And English has got to go to work. In the middle, Peabody blocks it. Peabody trying to walk in. Manganello makes the shot. Tough angle. He held the post. Did a nice job. Everybody stopped thinking it was going to be contact. Peabody kept going. And they walked in, but they couldn't go dead center. They had to go down the far side. And Manganello was able to hold the post. Peabody knocks it deep. It's going to go out. Now it goes out off Coriolan. Warfus with the throw-in. Boy, that's a great weapon. Lazo tipped it, keeps it in play. And hustling up, catching up was Deliva knocking it out. And it goes out off Ailman. Warfus will throw it in again. Peabody trying to knock it deep, and he knocked it out of play. And Canelo will kick it away. To the near side to Barrios. English trying to knock it deep. Peabody sitting back there picking those long passes off. Blocked again. Peabody will track it down. English was completing those passes in the first half or coming close, throwing it deep, getting a break. Now Peabody's got those four defenders laying back, not letting English knock it deep. As English will make a substitution. English hasn't been down this end for a while. Tip, trying to walk in. They take the shot. Cunha made the save and deflected it away. Lazo broken up. They call contact against English. Peabody will kick it away. Knock loose. Tipped ahead. They knock it deep. Cabral can't get there. They block him off. Cunha will come out and throw it away. Yeoman got it back. Now he gets it back with the pass. Tried to get it in the middle. He got knocked down as he was making the pass, and it went behind the intended receiver. Knock long and deep. Manganello came out and went up over everybody and couldn't catch it, couldn't kick it. He got two hands on it and knocked it away. English with a break. They tried to tip it in the middle to Cabral. It got blocked. I think it bounced up and got the only freshman, Victor Maciel, on the hand. And English will get the free kick. English got a head on it. They collect it. They try to throw it in front and off the side of the foot of Regalado, and it went out of play. Peabody will make a couple of substitutions. Laszlo trying to knock it away. Peabody takes it away. Joyce down the near side. Broken up. Still with it. Sends it across. Peabody got a head on it, but knocked it away. Good bid by Joyce, and then they call Peabody offside. Joyce made a great rush down the near side, battling with one of the defenders. I think it was Barrios. And he was able to throw it across, but Peabody got a head on it, but couldn't hit it to the net. They headed it wide, and then they were called for the offside as Mancanello kicks it away. Barrios puts it up. Peabody trying to collect. Barrios heads it away, and we got contact against English. Peabody will get the free kick. Dead center from outside the 35-yard line. Mancanello come out and got a piece of it. And I think they called Peabody offside before that. Lazo down the near side. And he gets bumped and pushed off the play by Schroeder. Barrios will take the free kick from outside the 25-yard line, right? Actually at the 25-yard line, but out. Off to the left. Gets it up, out in front. Peabody clears it away. English trying to keep it alive. They knock it deep. Peabody. English got a break there. They were behind the defense, but when it bounced toward the far corner of the end zone. They couldn't get it and play it, and English gets to clear it away and knock it out. Kerry King making a nice play on the ball. The coach out of bounds. English knocked it out off Peabody. English coming back again. With a rush. Trying to tip it ahead. Sliding and knocking away the defense for Peabody. And then you knock it deep upfield. There was Sablon with the defensive play. Peabody gets a corner kick. Loose out in front. They got a foot on it. Knocked it wide. English will knock it away. They knock it deep, looking for Lazo. Behind the back action. They knock it in. English with it. Looking for the shot. Can't get the shot off. Now they get knocked down. English is looking for a penalty kick. They knocked him down in the box. They knock it deep. Walking in, taking a shot. Missed it wide right. English was looking for the takedown and didn't get it. And that would have been a penalty kick. Sailing past the halfway mark of the second half. Peabody's got the only goal on a penalty kick. English really hasn't come close in the second half. They've been down deep, but they haven't had any real good shots. Tipped away by English. Knocked out by Peabody into the English bench area. Both teams will make a substitution. Headed out by Peabody. English with it. They tip it. Corleone trying to center it. Nobody there except white shirts. And down the far side, Peabody will take it back. English there to break it up. Popped up off Peabody. Peabody knocks it out again. Throw-in will come a little further down. In the middle of a 2-2 game. English gets it by. They try to drop it off. Peabody's there to knock it away and knock it deep. Boswell back there. Peabody took it away. Battling. They knock it deep. Manganello will come out and play it and kick it away. High in the air past midfield. Big bounce. Lazo got a head on it. And they're going to call English for the bump. Tipped ahead and then sliding with a nice play. Barrios knocked it away as English looked like they might break the near side. So we're dead even. We started even. We're still dead even. We've got just about 16 minutes left in this one. 2-2. Peabody and English with a timeout. Both teams battling hard. Both English wants to stay perfect. Peabody needs a win. They don't want to go to 4-3. They still got some tough games to play, and they would have to play both English and Classville again. In the air, and it gets knocked in the net. Manganello had it in his hands, and he couldn't hold on. It popped loose, and it was right there for Peabody to knock in. So Peabody scored 3 consecutive goals. And I wish I could tell you who got it, but there were 5 people out in front of the net, and everybody congratulated everybody afterwards. Out. I think it was number 4, Ben Kemp again. His second goal. They bring him from his center field spot out in front of the net on those corner kicks. And for the first time this year, with 15 minutes left in the game, English is trailing. And English gets inadvertently tripped and knocked down. And the English player is down and not getting up, and the trainer has to come out. Now he is getting up. And that's Illman. He's going to go to the sideline and be replaced. He's walking okay, so I have to assume he's okay. English will get the free kick from just inside Peabody territory. I think it's Adric Barrios taking it. They tip it ahead, and they call English offside again. Corleone was looking to bang that home, and he got called for the offside. And they call English with the contact. This would be a very big win if Peabody gets this. They were down 2-0. And in the second half, they virtually shut English down. English had a lot of those long passes. They were walking in. They had a few offsides that they were almost breaking away. They had one goal taken away. But in the second half, they really haven't had a real good shot on net. Peabody's really tightened up on defense. They're not giving those long passes and breakaways. And Peabody is keeping English fairly well bottled up. And as they try to pass it, Peabody is getting there and stepping in and knocking it away. Peabody's still battling. Bobbled. Shot was going to miss wide. Mancanello got there and grabbed it and held on anyway. Corleone gets it ahead. Cabral with it. They tip it ahead, looking for a break, walking in. Hit from behind and knocked down. And no call. Corleone skips over, walks in, and knocks it in. A great play. That's a great goal. He tipped it by, the defender went down. He jumped right over the defender, walked in. Cunha come over to block the near post. He tucked it in the far post. And English comes back to tie it up at 3. Outstanding goal by Jalen Corleone. That's his second. English was a little upset because the player was taken down. And it should have been a penalty kick, and they didn't give it to him. It looked like Lazaro was breaking out alone. He got hit from behind, and no call. So let's see if this picks English up. Try to tip it ahead. Peabody blocked it. English comes away with it. Robin Barrios keeps it alive. Peabody takes it away. And at number 50 is Victor Maciel, and he's probably the biggest player on the field for Peabody, and he's the one freshman. Trying to center it. It goes by everybody, and it's going to go out of play. Coming up on 10 minutes left. Looked like Peabody was going to spring a very big upset when they scored the third goal to make it 3 in a row by Peabody and take a 3-2 lead. But Coriolan on a very pretty goal. I mean, he just high-stepped it over the defender. And now English gets called for a push. Blocked. It actually bounced off Robin Barrios. Lazo with it. Down the near side. Gets around. Still getting around. Still with it. Still walking in. Gets it to the middle. They tap it. Blocked. What a great play. And then Lazo couldn't get it. He would have had an open net because Cunha was out of the net. They pop it up to the near side. Peabody trying to walk in. Barrios broke it up, and Barrios goes down. He got clipped, and he is down. And that's going to bring the trainer and the coach out. Big time play by Boswa. But that play at the other end, Cunha just got a piece of that shot. And when it deflected out, Lazo had the entire net to shoot at, and it bounced over his foot. And it's nice to see Boswa getting up and walking out under his own steam. English is going to get a free kick. So English has really picked it up, especially after that goal by Coriolan. But that was a very pretty goal. And then they just almost got another one. Mancanello will kick it away. Ran up and didn't kick it. Now he runs up and kicks it. Peabody got a head on it. Then they got a foot on it. And it's kicked deep downfield and out of play. Off the foot of Joyce. Peabody knocks it out again. Boswa's back in. Nice to see that. Coriolan gets the tip back in the middle. Peabody broke it up. Picked off by Lazo. Peabody with a rush. They knock it wide left. Mancanello will play it on a hop and kick it back. High booming kick past midfield. Big hop. It goes out off Peabody. From right in front of the Peabody bench, English puts it in play. Down the far side, Lazo kept it alive. Lima trying to knock it to the far side. Coriolan will keep it in. Trying to get around the defender. It goes off Peabody, I think. No, they're calling it off Coriolan. Cunha will kick it away. Everybody missed it. English got a head on it. Peabody knocks it deep. Boswa hustles back. Peabody took it away. Boswa knocked it away from him. Looked like Peabody was going to take it away and walk in. They knock it deep. Lima down the far side. Gets taken down. No call. Headed away all the way back to Mancanello. And they're finally going to blow the whistle. Lima's going to get up and walk under his own steam to the sideline. Talking to the official, I think he was trying to get the call and didn't get it. Mancanello boots it away. Headed away by Peabody. English broke it up. They break it up again and knock it downfield. Trying to knock it deep. Headed away by Peabody. English got a foot on it. Gets knocked out by Espinoza. Peabody will make a substitution. As we're coming up on 5 minutes left. Popped up. Peabody's going to get called, I think. They went up to try and get it, and it kind of pushed off. Robin Barrios will kick it away. Skips by everybody. Peabody tipping it. English looking for it. Peabody knocks it away. Boswell knocks it back. Knocked away from Espinoza, but knocked out by Peabody. As we're in the final 5 minutes, so the clock gets turned off. The clock will be handled by the officials down on the field. Deep for English, nice little stop and pause. They get it in the middle. Shot from long range, goes wide to the near side and out of play. Headed away. Cabral with it. Lead pass, deflected, knocked away by Sablone. English looking for it. They missed the header, and Peabody will kick it out, and English will get the throw in from down deep. If nothing else, English wants to keep it down this end of the field in a 3-3 tie with time winding down. They pop it up. Cunha will make the save. And he throws it upfield. Joyce looking for it. Knocks it down. Peabody knocks it deep. English trying to get ahead on it. Missed it. English knocks it away. Barrios with a knockdown. Peabody's going to get a free kick. Went for the ball and just ran into the Peabody player. And from just about dead on, from the 30, maybe just inside the 30, Peabody will get a free kick. They'd probably be better off throwing it from here. The way they throw those balls in from the sideline, they could throw it to the net from here, but I'm sure they can reach it. They kick it up. Mancanello got a hand on it, went right off his fingertips. Joyce was sitting right there, and it skipped by him and went to the near side. What a big break for the Bulldogs. Lazo coming down. Trying to throw it in front. They knock it down. English knocks it home. Lazo with a great rush. It came across, they knocked it down, came out in front and banged it home. And the English player that scored is down. So English scored the first two. Peabody scored 3 in a row. And now English has scored 2 in a row. It's now 4-3 the Bulldogs. Lazo made a great rush, threw it out in front. It got tipped. I believe it was Lima, but I'm waiting to see if he gets up with his number. He was down. He knocked it home. He went down in the end zone, stretching his leg, and might be a cramp, hopefully. And then he got piled on by his teammates. And with time winding down, English gets the lead back at 4-3. I think they're trying to get him off the field behind the end line so they can get the game back in. Yeah, but I don't know if it's 11. Eventually, we have to get his number because he scored the goal. So, watch out for him. Peabody now has to go all out with time winding down. Now we got a Peabody player down. Now we got bodies going down. Sitting down, still out of bounds behind the net to our far left is Ryan Lima. He made a great play scoring the goal and got, not only did he go down, but then his teammates piled on top of him. It's the goal that gives English the lead. And time is winding down. I think we're going to have one of those little just touch it, they kick it away, they kick it to Kuna, the goaltender, and he'll kick it away. But now time is of the essence for Peabody. English right now has enough. They just want to keep it in the Peabody end. They'll take another goal if they can get it. But if they keep it in the Peabody end, they can't lose. It goes out of play, off English. Time winding down. The enemy for Peabody is now the clock. Popped up. Kerry King's going to be very proud of his kids. They're really playing well. They could have packed it in. They led 2-0. They had a goal taken away. They had a couple of offsides that were very close called. And then all of a sudden, Peabody took the momentum away. They scored 2 quick goals in the second half and grabbed their first lead of the game at 3-2. And that could have upset the Bulldogs. Instead, what they did was they went to work and got 2 of their own. And they're on the verge of picking up their 8th win as they kick it away and out of play. Peabody has to go very quick. And I think what you could probably say to Coach McKeon and his players, they'll be circling the game on their calendar when English goes to Peabody. Popped up, English keeps it down. Popped away again. They knock it very deep. Manganello will come out and play it on a hop. And they blow the whistle, and that's going to do it. So English with a very big win. They're going to stay undefeated. They're going to make it 8 wins in a row. They're going to go 8-0-1. They're celebrating as well they should. A great team effort. It was Corleone and then Lazo getting 2 big goals, 2 pretty goals, to make it 2-0. From an impossible angle, it was Nicholas Sablone banging it, line driving it from one side of the field. Looked like it was going to go clear across the field. Instead, it caught inside the post, went in the net, and it was 2-1 at halftime. And then 2 quick goals, both of them by Ben Kemp. One was a penalty kick, and all of a sudden Peabody was leading 3-2. A terrific goal by Coriolan. He brought it down the left side, tipped it by the defender, leaped over the defender who went down to take him out, and knocked it in the far net, inside the far corner, tied the game at 3. And then Ryan Lima, Lazo made a great rush down the near side, threw it across, it bounced away. Lima was in perfect position and just slammed it home. And that was the winning goal, as English will win it 4-3 over Peabody. A barn burner here at Manning Field. 2 goals by Coriolan, Lazo and Lima getting the other 2. And they sneak by Peabody here 4-3 for their 8th straight win. They go to 8-0-1. Peabody will drop to 4-3. And as I say, Peabody will probably be circling that game, English against Peabody at Peabody. So now the caretakers here at Manning Field have to go to work to get rid of the nets to get ready for football here tonight. But right now, a very nice win. English are very excited and happy, English players and Kerry King and his coaching staff, as they fall behind 3-2, but then score 2 in a row, and they win it by a score of 4-3 over Peabody. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.